Welcome to part 3 of data types and chatting about the introductory of data types, chatting about, in general what data types are. In the previous video, we kind of unraveled what data types are, and now we kind of at the point where we go, okay, well, we know what data types are. Explain to me a bit more. So in the previous video, we kind of unraveled, okay, what is a PHP string? And that is kind of what I want to chat to you about in this video and show you a couple of examples. Now, we've done this in the previous videos, but I want us to put more emphasis on this so that we can make sure that we understand this before we move on. So I'm going to open up my Notepad, Notepad++ application. I'm just going to get it there. And then we're just going to chat about just about it in general. Now, just going to get a piece of code so that we can chat about it. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna zoom in on that so that you can see it a bit better. Okay, now basically what I wanted to explain to you over here is a couple of things. Now, as we know, we can open up PHP with the PHP blocks that I've shown you, close down the PHP as I've shown you with line 1 and 7. Now, on line 2, we kind of went, okay, well, $X, so we are defining a variable, and we're defining a specific variable name. So the variable name is X, and that is what we are defining. So we're defining a variable number 1, and we're defining a name for that variable number 2, and that will be X. Now we're gonna go, okay, well, the name X needs to equal to a what? A string value, and we want that string value to be something specific. So anything that we put inside of these quotation marks there will display. Okay, will display as the value X. Now that can be Tommy kicks the ball, or it can be the car is driving by. That can be literally anything, right? In this case, it's saying hello world, so I can literally go and do that, right? And that will display on my browser. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that. Then, so on line number 2, when we defined the string, we said, okay, well, $X equals to hello world. That doesn't mean that it will show on your browser. That just means that we went and defined the variable. So on line number 3, we kind of went, okay, well, let's display to the user what we defined. What do we define? We defined the variable called X. We used the $sign to call up to say it's a variable. And then we said, okay, well, I want the variable X to be displayed. That's why we went echo. Now, then we echoed out BR, which means line break. And then we said again, $X equals hello world. And then we echoed it again. Okay. Now, the line number 5 and line number 2, the only difference between them is the quotation marks. You would see that the one has got a double quotation and the other one has got a single quotation. The only reason why I put it there is so that you can see the difference between them. Okay. That was strings, PHP strings.